Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone is having an amazing start to the week. It's Monday, April 8th, 2024, of course, and we're off to another trading week, another day in this Apex Trader Funding Challenge. What does today have in store? We shall see. But welcome in. Hope everyone is gonna have a great trading day. Get some entertainment with your boy. Send some good vibes all around. We had this nice strong move in the overnight. Market just opened. We had a significant push below the EMA, but I'm still expecting us to probably come test this high 52.66. Let's see if we do it. If my prediction is true, if I get a higher low above the EMA, I'm thinking this channel is still present. Yes, it's a possible range that we're in, but whenever we have these clear channels, they usually don't just turn on a dime and start going lower until we do test that high. So if we get a higher low here, we have 1, 2 legs down, potential higher low. We get a nice signal bar. That's the trade I'm looking for. Will we get it though? Not quite. Everything except the signal bar was good, but maybe we'll still get a higher low. We'll see. Got two potential things going on. The wider uptrend, also a possible wider downtrend like this. Like I said, I am more confident in this move up, but can't ignore these trends to the downside as well. But maybe we'll get a test at the low and then a test at the high, or we might just reverse right here. Let's see, man. Let's see. Do we test low or do we go higher? Might trap some shorts right here. We might do it. It's a nice second entry short, nice looking second entry short, but bars are pretty stacked. Yeah, we're getting a little sideways movement, so someone's gonna get trapped either way right here. Who will it be? Will it be the longs or the shorts? My guess is that we'll start working back above the EMA. But if you're counting from this low, we had one leg up. We had a second attempt to go higher. That got rejected. Looks like it might be a double trap if we break above 59.25. If we break above this high of that red looking bearish signal bar we made. But like I said, right now we're just getting sideways here. And will we take out? Okay, there we go. So we did take out this low. So to me, I'm still thinking we might come back up to the highs of the day. Although, let's see how. Yeah, I mean, looks like we can't just ignore this downtrend either. So maybe at some point later, just wait, we might test this high, but for now, gotta just go with this trend down. All right, and we're off. We going down. So maybe I was paying attention to this uptrend a little too much. Because looking back, I mean, if you took this, it was hard to tell what was going to take precedence, but it was a nice confirmation off this top side of the channel we got. So if you took that short, would have been a nice start to the day. Would have been a nice start to the day, man. These trend channels are powerful. Definitely. If you get a nice touch off of it and you go back on your trades and log every single trade, like I actually have been doing, those trades that you're a little hesitant on but are off of a potential trend channel, they work out so often, almost every single time, to be honest. It's just in this case, it looked like it might be a potential trap, especially because the bars were looking a little stacked. We look at it like this. We had one leg up, not really a second leg, so I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad that I skipped it. Who's out there watching right now? Leave me a little comment. What's going on? We got a few of you out there. We got a few lurkers. Sharpayon, Sharpayon. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well, man. What is the name? Where does the username come from? Sharpayon. Where's that username originated from? What's the backstory? Your dog's a Sharpei. Okay. Okay. So you love that little dog then. You got a big heart. You got a big heart. It looks like clear trading range though. So now that we broke past the midline and looks like we're just clearly headed down. An obvious target is just the low of the overnight. So 52.36.5 is that potential target to look for. Let's look at the daily chart. This is the daily. So we had that huge bearish day on the 4th. Now we're just trying to work our way back. Looks like a second entry long off of this trend channel. So on Friday, it looks like if we break above about 52.70, might just be that momentum we need to to keep making new all-time highs. Following Bitcoin's path. Okay, so we're getting clear touches off both sides of this channel now. Definitely got to respect it. Definitely got to respect it. Okay. We're getting another touch at the top side. It's just a first entry short though. So if we get one more leg up, then I definitely want to take a short, but for now it's not too high probability of a setup. I'm still expecting us to come down to the lows, but I only want to take a trade if we get a nice second leg. Maybe another test at this trend channel at the EMA. Okay, here we go. It's possible. It's possible we might get it right here. So we went up. We had a first rejection. That failed. We're having a second move up. Let's see if this fails. And then we get a nice candle, a nice little rejection bar so we could sell. But might get a little stacked as well because we're approaching that midline. We're approaching the EMA. All right, we're breaking above the EMA. What to do now? What to do now, man? Let's see. It's all dependent on what this bar tells us. We close near the lows, maybe even have an engulfing bar. It'll signal. These bears are not here to joke around. They're here to take over. They're not here to take part. They're here to take over. If not, if we start working higher, it might just mean we're having a little bullish imbalance and might actually come back to the highs of the day. I'm still looking at that as a potential target. All right. So yeah, now this is interesting. We had a pretty significant or clean break of that EMA, clean push above. So now we might just get a little stacked, but it's kind of no man's land right now. We're in the middle of the range. We have this downtrend going. We didn't take out this new low. We didn't actually come down to where we would expect to bounce all the way down here. So no man's land. No man's land right now. No trade zone. Don't want to force any entries at the exact middle of this range because this is where traders are going to fight it out. This is where prices are going to maybe get a little stacked, have a couple traps, go down one way, reverse the other way, then reverse back down. You never know what's going to happen at these areas. Yeah, it looks like we might even just be starting another little uptrend like this. And we always gotta respect those. We always gotta respect those. So now, yes, we have the move down. We had the break. We're expecting to test out a new low. But, I mean, similar to what we had here, we had this strong uptrend. We had the break. We were expecting new high, but we went lower first. So, price action rules are that, yes, theoretically, you should test this high before working down. But sometimes a trend in the opposite direction just takes over. And for that moment in time, you got to respect that new trend. So, here, we'd expect this downtrend to take precedence, but because prices are just telling us, you know what, they want to work higher, they're clearly working higher, broke through that EMA, and we kind of have to pause on that thinking that we are going to keep going to the lows, and now got to reverse it back to our original thought that, okay, we had the move up, this might just be that break, and eventually, as we stated before, we should look for a test at 52.66. Really, all I'm saying is that anything is possible. But the most important thing to note for myself is that just follow what the most recent bias is. So here, the most recent bias is that we're going up. So if we get a test at that EMA, maybe a touch at this trend channel line, no reason to be afraid to take a setup in either direction. Okay, let's see what we do. We are having a slight break of this move up. So at least in the short term, I'm expecting a test at the high 57.50, 52.57.5. Will we get there? But really, I mean, you could technically, if you're counting from this low, you could count this as a first entry short, second entry short failure if we break above. But I mean, we've moved so far from the initial move where I'm really just counting from the new high. And I mean, if we take out that trend channel, really, it might just be that we had this move up, this thin little channel. We had the break already and that test at the new extreme. So if we break below the EMA, get a lot of momentum to the downside, a nice higher low, that could be the setup to take us down to 52.46, maybe down all the way to the lows of the day. Also, looking back at this initial move up, it might just be a spike, channel, and an overshoot that we had as well. That definitely is possible. It's possible. And here's the naked chart, just no drawings. Trying to just see what looks visually the most accurate. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. I'll keep the original channel, but it's definitely possible that this is just an overshoot after a spike in channel. Okay, so here's this move down we're looking for. We had this leg up, break new high, potential lower high right here. The only thing concerning is that we're not actually close to that EMA. We're kind of hovering below it. You do like to see these trades close very close to the EMA. So maybe we'll have a quick push up and do that, but right now it's too far from the EMA for me to take a trade. Okay, here we go. But like I said, it might just be time to go sideways for a little bit. Yeah, so I think that's probably accurate, where we had this push up channel, break of it to the upside, that overshoot, and then that's why we started reversing. And now, most likely, this downtrend will take precedence. All right, but not too surprising that, yeah, we're just having a few traps in either direction. So we're going up, down, up again. No clear reason to take a trade in either direction. Right now, we're just battling it out. Prices are battling it out. Do we go higher? Do we go lower? We just gotta wait and see. We gotta be patient. Wait and see. Wait and see, my G. Okay, so potential second entry long. If you're counting from this high, we went down, up, down again. Potential higher low, second entry long. Is it possible we even have another wider trend like this? I really don't know. But we still got to keep in mind we didn't make it to the lows of the day. So that is theoretically the target we should be looking for. But it is a nice potential touch of this wider trend. So might be time to look for this move up. Just don't know how accurate this wider trend is, if it even is accurate at all. So I'm not too confident in this wider uptrend. Yeah, to me, honestly, might be a good time to look for a trap. So we're counting from this low. It's a first, second entry short. Only thing is, the bars are getting a little stacked. EMA is flat. Royal Humbler. Thanks, man. Good luck to you too. Good luck to you too. Let's see if we do take out this 3-bar matching low we have. Will we do it? Will we do it? Not quite. So yeah, I mean, we're just stacked right now. We are stacked officially. Yeah, so got this little congestion area. Yes, I mean, we might just have a wider uptrend like this, but once again, if we just look at the overall picture without any drawings, it does not look like this is any sort of legit uptrend. It looks like we just had this leg up. Now we're going sideways. So even if we get a lower high here, bars are just very stacked. So probably best to just stay out of this area. Yeah. This uptrend is definitely very wide if it's drawing. If you're drawing it like this, I mean, I think it's probably just enticing people to go long, traders to go long. But yeah, here we go down. Here we go down. I'm still biased to the downside as well. So yeah, I mean, I wanted to take this short back here because if you look, I mean, this big bullish bar that enticed a lot of traders to go long. Next bar, boom. Just rejected on their ass. Now looks like we're headed lower potentially, but still just very stacked at this area. So I mean, that's expected. Whenever you're at the midline, you look at this midline and you just analyze chart after chart after chart. Whenever you approach that midline, you're bound to have a lot of traps in either direction. I mean, that's why we said all the way back here, like 20 minutes ago, let's be prepared for a sideways congestion area with a lot of traps, just up, down, and that's exactly what happened. So we gotta trust the gut instinct. I almost I almost was even enticed myself to take this long. I had this uptrend. I was like, maybe that's possible, but gotta just go with your initial instinct as well. My initial instinct was, yeah, we had the move up. Now we're just going sideways. Two stacked to take any trade. But if we get one more push up and we take out the highs of this little mini range we got, I will definitely look to fade the breakout. If we can make one more push up. That's what I want to see. I want to see us break above 52.57, take out these highs, entice some more longs, and then work back lower. Yeah, exactly. When you could make an argument to go long or short, you're probably better off just not taking any trade in that situation and just waiting, just literally waiting until prices do something where it's clear. I mean, that's something that every trader struggles with, especially myself. Like, if I just look back on the setups that I know I'm confident in and only take the setups where I'm like 100% confident, it's so easy to say it. It's very difficult to put it into practice, but if you only take setups that you're very, very confident in, and in that moment you could say, you know what? Yes. Like, I'm confident that it's going to go up. I'm confident that it's going to go down. You'd be such a good trader. It's just, people do get tripped up just getting sucked into trades where they're not very confident. They're like, I could argue for it to go up. I could argue for it to go down. Let's just do it. Let's pull the trigger. So me personally, that's one thing that I definitely need to work on, is just having that last second of restraint, that last second of just relaxation and patience to really wait for those setups to appear. And really, I mean, they happen just maybe a couple times a day, and it's always best to just wait and just know that they will come eventually. All right, so as expected, we may go lower. We may take out this low at 52.46. 52.46, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, let's see if we do come down to take out this low. So once again, we had this move down, had the break, had the congestion as we expect. Now this might be the momentum we need to work lower. When you do 20 minutes of coherent breathing, Dr. Richard Brown, and put a focus and relaxed music, you take better decision. Yeah, definitely. Like, breath work, meditation, and just an overall relaxing environment is essential. You do any Wim Hof breathing? Or only Richard Brown? I don't know who Richard Brown is. I'm gonna have to look him up. Hoop News Daily. I mean, right now, really, I don't see any setup at all. I'm not really looking for any setup, but the only setup I would want to take is if we worked higher one more time. If we got up to these highs around the 52, 57 area, broke out of this little range, and then gave us an opportunity to fade that breakout. I'm still biased. It's just like if we go straight down, there's really not an opportunity to take a short. If we go up, test this area one more time, then we might get that opportunity. Wim Hof makes you nervous, really. It's too intense. You prefer coherent breathing to stabilize your emotions. All right, well, I'm going to look him up. I'm going to look up Richard Brown. I'm going to see what he has to say. This guy right here, Dr. Richard Brown. See what he has to say. Oh, coherent breathing with chimes. Okay, yeah. It's a lot more calming, definitely. Yeah, I mean, Wim Hof, it's definitely if you're like ready for battle. If you want to do that before like a competition, like an athletic competition or something physical, it's great. But yeah, maybe for trading, cuz I mean, I've done Wim Hof actually before. I've traded before. I mean, I feel more alive 100%, but when it comes to like being more patient and relaxed, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it actually helped out with that. But something slow and relaxing might be a little bit better. Slow breath in, slow breath out. Yeah. Whoo, I feel better now. All right. Hoop News. Are we going to get that push up? Are we going to get that push up, Hoop News? I'm still bearish. Let's see if we can push up one more time. Let's get one more push. Yeah, I mean, I have a race. I have another race this weekend, Saturday, in Southern California. I'm gonna be racing the 1500 meters. So I'm gonna have to try out. I'm gonna have to try out a nice little breathing technique to get me in the zone before my race. Maybe I'll have to look at Richard Brown a bit and see what he has to say. See what advice he has to give me to relax the mind and just zone in. Let's zone in, baby. Let's zone in. All right, so we're getting a higher low. Had the breakout at the bottom side. Higher low right here. But I'm not interested in taking any trade just in the middle of this congestion. So we'll wait. We'll wait. If we go to the top side or to the bottom, that's where I want to take a trade, not in the middle right here. He has a book. What's the... I mean, I'll find the book. I'll find the book on his YouTube. Is it on his YouTube channel? Or where do I find the book, man? Where do I find the book? Royal Humbler. Amazon, Dr. Richard Brown. All right, I'll maybe have to dive into it. All right, I mean, if we look at this trend one more time, I'm just trying to see if this downtrend we got really is accurate. I mean, if you just played off the first two swings, we definitely have several touches off the top side. You got a few on the bottom as well. It's just when this is gone, you remove it, it kind of looks like one leg down and another strong leg, maybe an overshoot. But let's see where we go. Mr. Johnny is back. You missed getting tagged into a short on MNQ by 2 ticks. What happened? Your limit order didn't get filled? All right, we're still just going sideways right now. So no trade zone. Oh, I got you. So it's 2 ticks away from giving you the signal to go short. It's all right. It's early in the day. Still going to get some trades in, hopefully. We get some better price action, of course. If we get some movement out of this sideways. Because now it's been about 30 minutes. Just purely sideways. $61.8 to 70.5 area. On the MNQ. All right, we'll see. I mean, I want prices to go back up on the ES to about 52.57. I want to see prices go back up there, and I'm still bearish as well. Yeah, let's see if we take out some of these highs. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want to see, ideally. My G. Okay, here we go. Here we go, Hoop News. Here we go, Johnny. Is this the potential trade we're looking for? And I just don't like taking trades directly into the EMA or directly at the middle of the range. So probably going to skip this trade right here. Just such a big bar as well. But man, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for one more push up. Here we go. But man, such a big bar, and I mean, no real opportunity to sell. Just happened too quickly. But maybe we'll get one more push up. Yeah, I mean, ideally, we take out these couple highs right here. So hopefully this quick move down actually will trap some more sellers. Then we have one more push up. Take those stops out. Entice some people to take this breakout, thinking the market's going to go higher, and then reverse back down. That's my ideal setup, if I had to say. But yeah, Lawrence, it is... Whenever you have these sideways congestion areas, it's not advisable to take any trades in these areas. That's why I'm not taking any trades until, yeah, we either take out these highs or maybe we come back, take out 52.46, maybe even go down to the low of the day. But yeah, no real news as well today, so we'll see if it's choppy the whole day. Hopefully not. Hopefully we get some movement. But right now, definitely no trade zone. We're at the midline of the overall range we have and the midline of this little mini range, which is only about 6-7 points. Okay. But here's that push up. I want to see us take out this high right here, 56.75, maybe 57.25, and then 57.50 as well. We get that, we'll have a little breakout, and then maybe a chance to fade that breakout. So hope knows. This is what we were looking for a few minutes ago. Will we get it? Will we get it? Man, we're purely sideways right now. Johnny, come on, man. Can you make something happen in this market? If price breaks yesterday's high, then higher possibility for potential 35-point move up or 115 point for T2. And what's the high of Friday? High of Friday, 52.72. 35-point move. Yeah, it takes us to the high of the previous day. But honestly, if we just look, if we even include the high of Friday here, like this is all just sideways since the afternoon session of Friday. Few more years when you have enough leverage to shift the market. All right, let's do it, man. Let's do it, Johnny. Okay. But looks like we might have that final push to take out these swing highs. Will we do it? I don't know. Maybe. Bulls are trying and struggling on the 5-minute. Yeah, I mean, same same story here. I mean, we made this higher low. If we're counting from this low, made this one. Another slight higher low right here. I mean, we're really just sideways, but I mean, even if you look at the EMA, it's slightly pointed up. But no direction yet. Will we get that push up? Will we get that push up? If the bulls fail here, it's a 17-point move down. All right, we'll see, Lawrence. We'll see, man. All right. So we took out this high, but we didn't quite have an official breakout of these two other significant pivot points. Okay, and there it is. So there's the breakout we're looking for. If we get a rejection bar here, I'm looking to go short. Okay, let's see how this bar closes. This is the failed breakout I'm looking for. If we can actually break lower. Don't risk it if the bar's too big. I mean, if we were going directly into the midline or directly into the EMA, I would skip it, but we still have some room. But it looks like we're just gonna get a little more stacked before we go down, if we go down. All right, one more push. We got a 3-bar matching high now. I mean, even if we work lower here, probably no great trade, just considering these bars are very stacked. Okay, and now we're working higher. So looks like the bulls aren't gonna fail. I'm abandoning thinking short. Looks like a pretty significant, strong breakout. I mean, yes, we may work back lower, but for me, I mean, whenever we have a push that far up above the trading range, unless we really start working back below the EMA, I'm not thinking short. Oh, but Johnny's short is triggered. Johnny's not afraid to pull the trigger on the short. I am a little bit. I'm a little bit. I'm a little bit. I shouldn't say scared, but hesitant to go short. Unless we get a nice lower high back into the range, but I mean, I'm not ready to just say that this move is gonna fail. Like, that looked like a pretty strong move up, in my opinion. Let's see, if we measure this initial move as one leg, and we bring it to this low, it's essentially two measured legs up. So I measured it from here to here, and then, I mean, this move really started at about 52, 51. So that's exactly two legs up at a larger picture. You're using micros and your stop is above the 9 a.m. high. Oh, your stop's all the way up here? Okay. The only thing is, that's exactly where prices might want to go. But we'll see, we'll see. We'll see, Johnny. What's your target? Is your target all the way down here? All right, we'll see what happens. All right, looks like we're working up. Looks like we're slowly working up. All right, this is the blank chart. Blank chart. Man, what beautiful price action we have. Ooh. This is a nice little picture we got. All right. So yeah, it looks like we might come to take out these highs, Johnny. Maybe we'll bounce before we do so. That opening dip down may have been the reversal. Well, what do you mean the reversal? The reversal to go down, or or the reversal to go back up? I mean, oh, you mean the reversal after the move up? I see what you're saying. Like, this move down was the only move down we should have been looking for. The Bears can't stop the Bulls there, then yesterday's high is the target for the Bulls. Yes, sir. Yeah, so if we take out this high, yeah, the next logical target is definitely up here around 52.72. Maybe some more sideways here. Yeah, we'll see. So let's see if we take 52.66.75 out. If you scale in, you might be able to get out break even with your earlier position, but risky. Which position are you referring to? Whose position? Are you talking about Johnny just flipping his shorts and buying in here? Or are you saying to scale in more to the downside? Zabak the midget. You just watch an Asian lady take a snake out of her ear, man. I want to see that video. That just enticed me, man. That's why YouTube is great. You can you can find anything. You can even find people with Zabach or Zabak the midget as their username. Where else can you find that, man? All right, and we officially took out the 9 a.m. or the 6 a.m. high. Where do we go now? Where do we go? So if we look at Friday, at the start of the day, it looked like we were very, very sideways, but it's kind of a similar structure to what we had, where we had to push up, push down to around the midline, and then it really just turned into a very wide uptrend that led to a couple strong moves up. So now it's not out of the realm of possibility that we could just be having the same scenario. Yes, it looks, I mean, if we just look at the blank chart, yeah. So Friday, I mean, you could kind of tell that we were making significant higher low after higher low. Here, it's tough to tell. Tough to tell. It's a little early to tell, but I'm not ruling out that we might just be in a very wide uptrend. I have a twin. I'm the white version of the guy from the Trader Stop channel. Trader Stop channel. I mean, I'm not even white. I mean, I guess you can consider me white. Lebanese people are considered white. I'm half Lebanese, half Brazilian, so I'm mixed. But I got no American blood in me. Trader Stop channel? What's the Trader Stop channel? Oh, the Trader Shop. Oh, shop. The Trader's Shop. Well, you think I look like this guy? My homie over here? Let's see what he has to say. This guy? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I look like that guy. But if you say so. This guy right here. Okay, okay. Alright. We're getting a lower high here. But once again, we had this nice move up. No test at the new high. We had the move up. We had the break. But no real test at the high yet. So I'm not expecting a reversal just yet. Okay, okay. Very, very slow movement still. Yeah, it's just, I mean, let's get rid of this trading range. Definitely resembles a trading range, but because this move down didn't actually lead to breaking below any of these lows we made, it's just definitely a bullish imbalance. It doesn't mean we can't then strongly push back to the lows, but right now, I mean, the trend is up, so we're only looking for longs right now. But definitely got to respect this thin, concise little uptrend we got. Johnny, did you end up getting stopped out, man? Did you, because you took the trade on the MNQ, right? Oh, you're still in it? You're still in it? Oh, it wicked it. It wicked it. All right, you're still in. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. Maybe we'll just go straight down. I don't know if we will. I'm thinking we might have one more push up. Oh, you're on the MES? You're up on the ES so far, Mr. Midget. So Zabak the Midget, are you really a midget or is it just your username that says you're a midget? Zabak. Yeah, so I want to take one more look at Friday to see what happened. So Friday, I actually got sucked into a short right here. Because I was thinking we were in a clear range, but I ignored completely the fact that we maybe were in a wider uptrend like this. If we do the same here, we do the same here. Is it really possible? I don't know, man. This one doesn't look as probable as what we had on Friday. Okay, we're getting a test at the EMA. Johnny's still alive. Johnny is still alive. Is it possible, Johnny? I don't think so. But I was gonna say, is it possible we really just had a wider trend like this and then an overshoot? Maybe. Maybe. To me, I think it's more accurate something like this, where we're just having the break now and still might want to test the high, but it is a pretty steep uptrend. So sometimes those steep uptrends are actually not as significant as wider channel. So let's see where we go. Where do we go, Johnny? Johnny Soko, still in the trade on the MES. Will he get saved? CE. Greetings, my good sir. How are you today? How are you today, mate? Black Beauty Machine is back to attack. You hate snakes? I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on snakes. I'm a little scared of them myself, but depends on the situation. I got love for everything in this world, man. I can't say I hate snakes. I can't say I hate anything. You're chilling up 2-1 for the day. Yeah, Mondays are tough. I mean, I haven't seen any opportunity to take a trade except early in the day. If I had sat at my desk a little earlier and really analyzed this move in the overnight, I would have seen that it was, at least in my opinion, like this spike and channel and then an overshoot. So early on, just a couple minutes into the market, we had a short opportunity right here. Second entry short, a fourth confirmation of this trend. But looking back, it was pretty stacked as well. But usually when you have a nice touch off of a trend channel, that's more than enough to be confident in a trade. That worked out for a nice move down. I wish I took it, but it's easier looking back and saying that. In the moment, it was not as pretty. Yeah, we're getting a second entry long here. We got 2 legs down, bounce at the EMA, nice strong bar. I like this trade because I'm still thinking we're going to test the high. Will we get filled though? Okay, so it's a 2.5 point risk. And I'm going for a 4.5 point target. 4.5 point target. But second entry long. We got this move up. We had the break. I'm expecting a new high. Is it possible we have a wider downtrend like this? I don't know. I'm thinking the uptrend will take precedence. So let's see if we're right. Let's see if we're right. You've been messing around with NQ. Still trading ES a little bit as well. Okay. How's the NQ going? NQ going well? NQ treating you well? It's possible we have a wider uptrend like this and we might make a move down to the bottom side. But second entry long. 2 clear legs down. We're bouncing off that EMA. Maybe we get a higher low here as well. Can we push higher? I hope so. I hope so. You think it suits your personality better? You don't like being in trades very long? 1 contract for maybe 10 points on average. Okay, long-term plan. There you go, man. Well, good luck. Good luck. And yeah, so we got 2 PA accounts going and 1 eval going for actually 4 contracts. So the PAs are 2 contracts. The eval is 4 contracts. Will it work out? Will it work out, man? Let's make a push higher. Johnny, it's me against you. It's me against you, Johnny. All right. We're trying to go up. We're trying. We're pushing a little bit. We got to keep pushing, though. But, I mean, this is the trades we look for. Clear, concise uptrend. 2 legs down. Back to the EMA. Bullish bar. So let's see if we can make this move. We got to push up above here, 50 to 66.25. All right, there we go. We took out this first lower high. Maybe it'll give us some momentum to get up to 52.69. 52.69. And then the high of yesterday, 52.72.5. High of Friday. All right. We're a little bit away. A little bit away. One tick away. Will we push through our limit order? Will we do it? Will we do it? Come on, man. If I want to play it risky, I can swing 1 contract for 30 points. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Man, we had to be 1 tick away. Come on, man. Got taken out of your short on the MES, but when it retraced, you took a long on MNQ as a hedge, and you got out with a little bit of profit. Hey, that's how it goes sometimes, man. You gotta be able to flip on a dime like that. Sometimes you're wrong, and then you can make it back. So here, man, one tick away. You hate to see that. So hopefully we can have one more push up. Can we have one more push up? We still do have the high Friday as the target. Let's take out this high we just made. Come on. Let's take out this high. All those traders out there trying to pick a top. Let's punish them. Come on. Possible we have a wider trend like this. Maybe. I don't know. Just maybe. Just maybe. But if we do, looks like we had a slight overshoot at the top. If this is a correct channel. Can we make one more higher low? Put my stop to the green. If we break above the, how I like to play the stops, I trail it above any higher low as long as it's above our entry point. So if we break above this candle right here, 67.75, then I'll trail it to the green right below this higher low. So we need a few more ticks and then I'll trail it. No, I see what you're saying. I've just for my system, I've actually found that it's better in the long run to only trail it if it's above my break even point. So hopefully we can make one more push up. I know, come on CE. Come on CE. We were one tick away. One tick away. Let's make that push up. I think we'll do it, especially because the high of the high of Friday is still in the background. All right, we need one more tick, then I'll trail my stop up here. Okay. So yeah, we're at least in for a point and a quarter, but hopefully we can actually get out for 4.5 points, our real target. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's go. Are we going to take it out, or are we going to take out the stop first? I hope not. I hope not. And we'll be giving up too much of our profits. All right, we need one more push by the Bulls. Stop loss at the middle of nowhere is a bad idea. All right, I guess Lawrence, you know everything. I'm sorry, man. You know everything. But that's just my system. That's my system. You don't have to listen to me. That's just what I've found works for me. Maybe it will get taken out and we work higher, but I just want to at least secure some of this move if we take it out. And it happens sometimes. It happens. So we're one tick away. Will it hold? Will it hold? Yeah, that is true. That is true, see, about the trailing threshold, yeah. You're in profit, and then if you don't get filled, it actually, yeah, it works against you. That live trailing threshold. So, I mean, we're still in the green a little bit. But man, we have to be one tick away. One tick away! Damn it. So let's see where prices go now. I mean, we had this move up. We had the break, new high, lower high. It might be time for a reversal. Appreciate it, CE. Appreciate it. I wish we actually got in and out for the 4.5 points, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Man, one tick away. One tick away. It's all good. It's all good. We'll get the next one. We'll get the next one. So I'm looking at this as a potential spike in channel. I mean, it's hard to tell exactly what is the accurate trend. It's also possible we just got something like this, or we did have a slight overshoot. One tick to save the world. No, man. It had to happen. One tick away. One tick. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unreal. We gotta get the next one. We gotta get the next. But let's see, Lawrence. Let's see if we had brought the stop loss to break even or just trailed it above this initial swing low. We'll see if it would have saved us. It's possible. It's possible we might just have that push up now. For me, in the long run, it's just been more profitable to trail it the way I did and at least take some profits, because you can never guarantee that we're going to break below this swing low and then not break below the one previous to it, but we'll see. We'll see where we go. Alright, but honestly, it looks like a very similar situation to what we had on Friday. So Friday, where was it? It was right here. We had this move up, break, new high. We had a lower high right there that ended up trapping me and leading to a strong move up. Here, Similar situation. Move up, break, new high. We're getting a couple lower highs. But maybe this time it'll work out. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, so yeah, if I had moved my stop loss to break even, we would have been out for break even. If we had trailed it above this little swing high, we'd still be in the trade. But yeah, so here, it turned out to be the right move to move the stop where I did. Just sucks that we were one tick away. One tick away. Alright, so let's see where we go now. I think it might be time for a nice push down, but nothing set in stone yet. Alright, so yeah, we're getting a little stack now. If we get a lower high or a nice continuation below the EMA, could be leading to a nice setup. We'll see. Lawrence, are you still out there, man? Let me know if you're still out there. I'm curious where you think the market's headed now. Where is it headed? Is it headed higher or is it headed lower? Be honest, now, as we broke through that EMA, I'm gonna get this range back on here. We get a lower high, another lower high. Could be a setup we're looking for. Do I have a kind of target profit amount where I'm comfortable stopping, or do I take as many setups as I think are valid? I mean, it depends. I usually trade the first like 2.5 hours of the day. Depending on how many setups I get, I take as many setups as are valid. If I have 2 losses in a day, I'm done. So if I have any 2 losses during the day, I am out. But in terms of winning trades, I just try to take every setup that I can. But I mean, with that, it takes a lot of discipline that I'm still, obviously, every trader is working on. So as long as I know I'm disciplined and not kind of over eager to trade, it's not a bad system. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the biggest thing for me is just staying patient and not breaking my rules. So where I have most of my losing trades, it's because of a couple things. One is stacked bars. So whenever I take trades, for example, that have that meet my criteria in terms of like being a nice 2-legged pullback or being a higher low after a failed breakout, or another like touch off a trend channel in a trend, I've found that whenever the bars are too stacked, that's usually the reason for a losing trade that I have. So that's number one that I need to avoid, is just any trade that has stacked bars. The second thing that I need to avoid, because most of my losing trades really just come down to a couple things, is just avoiding taking trades that do not respect the overall structure and trend. So here, for example, we had this uptrend, right? We had the break. If we didn't test a new high and we had, for example, a reversal, like a second entry long failure, we worked below the EMA, everything looked good, great signal bar, 2-legged pullback, failure. Even though, yes, we might get a nice looking failure, because this wider uptrend is still in play, we should still, no matter what, until we get a test at that new high, or we work significantly below the EMA, we should always just still be looking to go long. So for me, sometimes I try to flip the trend too quickly when I should really just be going with the trend, or be looking for trades with the trend. So like, for example, here, it's possible that we're just starting an even wider trend like this, where we had a nice second entry long off of this bottom side of the trend channel, could just be working higher. So we'll see if that ends up being the case. Definitely CE. And the only, I mean, I always knew what would bring me issues, but I never really logged my trades and put notes on every single trade. So that's what I've been doing lately. I've been going back to the last several months of my trading and putting notes on every single trade, every single winning trade, every single losing trade. And really trying to analyze, like, okay, why did this trade go wrong? Why did this trade work out? And for the most part, like, let's take this trade, for example. I should have, looking back, I should have taken this trade because since like October, every trade that I took that was perfectly off of a trend channel or potential trend channel, it worked out. Now, in this case, it worked out. It was tough to tell in the moment if it was a valid channel because I was also concerned about this uptrend. But looking back, it clearly looks like we had a spike up channel and then an overshoot, and we should have been looking for price to work lower. The only place where I might get tripped up is trying to widen a channel like this. Like here, we're clearly working sideways, and I caught myself from actually drawing this trend channel where we had like this higher low right here, where we had second entry long as well as a higher low off this potential trend channel, but it's really not a valid channel. So as long as I only actually draw valid channels, like even here, I probably shouldn't draw this wider channel because, I mean, maybe I should. It's just like determining what is the most accurate channel. Like, is it this move up, break, and we already had a new high, or is this channel actually still valid? Are we still working higher, trying to get new highs? So it's a constant give and take, and just trying to go with my instinct and what I should know to be the most accurate, or at least the most probable course of action. So here, I'm actually not going to keep this wide channel on just because, like, it looks like we're just making lower lows, and really we're just sideways right now. Doesn't mean we still might have the channel, but I don't know. Right now, I'm not 100% on it, so I'm not too confident in it. I'm honestly more confident in this second entry short right here. Yeah, journaling is massive. Journaling is the most important thing. Just noting every aspect of a trade. Like, for example, here, second entry long off of the EMA after a nice push up. I mean, really, the only concern here was, I'm trying to see. The only concern here really was that we're in a potential range, but even then, like, I think this uptrend still takes precedence. So, like, here, like, I'm okay with the risk. Even though we were one freaking tick away from getting our order filled, like, that happens. But at least knowing that I'm taking a setup that I'm happy with is huge. Let's see if this range holds up as well. This little mini congestion, mini range. But yeah, CE, we never want to admit that we're wrong about something. It's counterintuitive for sure. happened so much to you that you even rethought your policy of runners. Usually you take all your contracts off at once. Yeah. And you would have one target and one runner, and the runner would just barely be off of your profit. I mean, yeah, it's a constant process of journaling and really analyzing your best course of action in the long run. So it takes months and months to really log that. But once you log your trades and see, like for me, I logged all my trades. I noted every single trade, and I saw what would have been the most profitable, whether it's like scalping for 1 point, scalping for 2 points, scalping for 2.25 points, 2.5, like all the way from like 1 point to 3 points. And eventually I landed on this new system where I go for a 1-to-1 plus 2 points. So here, unfortunately, we were a couple ticks away from being filled, but it happens. It happens. Yeah, I mean, I experimented with everything. I was going for 2 points. I was going for 1 point. I was going for 1.25 points. And now I'm doing something completely different. All right, potential lower high right here. So we had a second entry short. Might be getting a nice lower high. Let's see how we react. The only thing is, it'd be going short directly into these lows. Yeah, so getting a little stacked once again. If we have potential breakout of this area, might not be a bad idea to try to fade it. Do I like failed breakout trades? Yeah, I do. Yeah, failed breakouts. I really like the trades. That yeah, look to fade the breakout. The only time where I get tripped up is when, for example, here there was a failed breakout and I looked to take a higher low, like exactly right here. So whenever I take a trade that theoretically should work out just because like it's a second entry long, we broke out the bottom, we have a nice higher low, nice signal bar. Okay, we might get opportunity right here. Let me hold that thought. But what I was gonna say, the only time where I get tripped up is when I take a trade that's directly into the middle of the range, the midline of the range, or when it closes directly at the EMA or directly below or above the EMA. So kind of like right here, this situation we're having. If we closed at the EMA, yeah, like that, I like to skip those trades. Like I like to have a lot of room to the midline. All right, let's see where we go though. All right, but let's see if this works out. Let's see if we do come back up to the highs. Okay. So yeah, if you took this long right here, failed breakout, it's a nice bullish bar. The only point of concern is that it closed directly at the EMA and with not a lot of room to the midline. So I mean, depending on how much you're going for in terms of a profit, we come out, if we come down and take out that low, I mean, you would have got trapped. Or I would have got trapped if I had taken the trade, but that's why whenever a trade closes directly at the EMA, sometimes they work, but most of the time you're better off just avoiding those. All right. And yeah, looks like we might just break below 52, 61, 50. Let's see if we do it. But I'm gonna call it a day right there. I mean, it's been about 2 hours. I don't really see any great setups right now, so I'm gonna call it a day. Thanks everyone for watching. If you guys want to get any Apex accounts, you can use my code, link in the description, and we'll be back tomorrow. Also, like the video on the way out. We gotta get a few more likes in here, but we'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, so we broke below this low. We'll see what tomorrow has in store. All right, peace out.